This Honda Pilot has a bad resonator, which is the last part of the exhaust system. You can see these rusted out holes here. We could put a new resonator on, maybe we will, but first we're going to show you how you could repair it if you can't put a brand new one on. All right, I'm going to turn it on and then we'll show you how loud it is, and then we'll put the camera in the same place when we're done so you can hear the comparison between how loud it was before and after. So there's a $5 fix for a problem that would otherwise take you over $100 plus, and you could do it in one afternoon and be done. All right, so this is Bondow all-purpose putty. It's supposed to look like this when you open it. It should be soft and pliable. You can move through it kind of like clay almost. You're going to be shaping it, so that's perfect. Okay, again, just to remind you, I do have gloves on, but it's not going to get as messy as it would if we didn't also use this trick of using a plastic bag. We're going to tear this flat and then mix up our Bondow, put it right onto our plastic bag, and use the plastic bag to smear it onto our hole. Okay, we'll put the hardener in and we'll mix it up. Make sure it's mixed very evenly or you're going to have soft pockets. Once it's even, you can place it on. All right, we are plopping this on to the bag. We need to work quickly because there is a time frame, a very short time frame on this. This is really nice because you can keep your hand from touching it. Smear it on there. Use the bag to just keep smearing it on until you feel you've covered your area. Okay, so this is smoothed out the best we can, and then pull the bag to get rid of the wrinkles. Now that it's hardened, you just peel it off. It peels away. We can see what we're left with and where we need to do another application. So obviously there's still some holes here, and we just need to do another application, same thing. This is nice and smoothed out onto the surface, so one more coat and we'll probably be done. Okay, so this time I'm finishing up by just targeting a few spots that are left. Smooth everything out and make sure we've got the thickness we want. And there's our last layer we're pulling off. We will let this harden completely. Make sure it's hardened completely. It's just a tiny bit tacky, so we're going to let that harden. All of the holes are covered, and we would not pressure test this now until several hours have passed. But just to turn it on to test it, we'll be doing that here shortly in just a few more minutes. So this resonator, if you bought the part itself, is going to be a little over $100. And then if you have someone actually, cut off the old one, put the new one on, that's going to run you $300-400, maybe more. So this repair was about $5, and so it's worth learning how to do. So we've used this technique several times for our cars, for our friends' cars. Sometimes you just need to get it done and get it past inspection, especially when you're working with older cars. You don't know how much more time there might be left in the car, but this repair has lasted for us always at least a year, and in some cases it's even lasted 5 or 6 years. So we've taken it through inspection like this. Sometimes if we have a little paint on hand, like a little can of spray paint, we might just so it doesn't call attention to itself, but it's really pretty stable. And we had one mechanic actually laugh when he saw it, but he passed it because it's solid and it's not going to cause any problems. We're talking about the resonator in the exhaust, and it may be riddled with holes, but if you use this Bondow method, it's fast, it's cheap, and it might be just what you need this time around. So from the catalytic converter toward the back is where Bondow has worked. Now, putting that in front of the catalytic converter closer to the engine, you would not want to do, because that's the hottest part of the exhaust. And so anywhere from the catalytic converter toward the back is going to work fine. Once you've waited long enough for this to fully harden, you can pressure test this by just putting your hand on, or towel over the end here, and it will hold. We've never had it fail. Now we're going to turn it on and you'll hear the difference. So there's a $5 fix for a problem that would otherwise take you over $100 plus, and you could do it in one afternoon